So today we're going to bring her through possibly, well, basically the easiest GM of this season. So this is the build, running my Void Titan. Probably my favourite Void class, to be honest. Survivability, good damage, but you got the weakening grenades as well, so pretty useful for higher tier content. This bit, I can guarantee some of you will die on this bit. It is a bit dodgy, but the main problem is harpies. So once you get past them, just carry on through as normal.
Greetings, Captain. Commander Zavala has requested that I run tactical on this mission. Please allow me to help you with your invasion of the Insight Terminus.
I'm not too sure what's happened on this bit, because it did used to be ads in this room, but
Quite. The Vex were very active there when the
I don't know if it's
Exodus
bugged
first
or
arrived on
they removed them
Nessus.
on purpose. I'm guessing it's probably bugged. Knowing Bungie.
My crew came from there.
I'm sorry that you have to relive those memories.
It's all right. It's only taken me a few centuries to suppress them.
This stream's it's nothing too bad. Just slowly clear out the ads, just make sure you're being patient and just wait for your cooldowns. Just focus on priority targets. I do love this Void Time builder. Just the grenades. You got the constant overshield, and then when you've got the overshield, you get the 100% grenade regen. It's just you can just spam the whole. Pretty strong grenades too with the weakening effect. You're just slowly getting through the ads. No need to rush. I'll say that is the main reason why a lot of people struggle with GMs and say that they're too hard. It's just they just try and rush instead of just being patient and just focusing one enemy at a time. I'm just waiting for my grenade. No need to rush. Just take your time. For this bit's always just play it safe, because if you haven't got 2 or 3 people, it is quite hard to kill the enemies before they come at you. So just make sure you're staying back, using your cooldowns, just playing it safe. And these melees, these gladiators do a ton of damage, so just make sure you're juking and not letting them get the full hit on you, because at times they can one-shot you. Just get these champions down. Just watch out for the dogs as well. Try and back up, use the bubble just for a bit of extra damage, and if they do rush me I can just sit in the bubble and they shouldn't be able to kill me. This one's being a bit dodgy, yeah, but get him stunned, get a nade on him. Should whittle him down a bit. Use the cover so stop his pushback, because that can one-shot you on just GM difficulty. Stun him again. Hit him with the typo. That should go. There you go. Nice and easy. switch back to the normal odds. Plus with the barricade as well, if they do push through it and you can back up a bit, it does suppress them for a second or two, which gives you a chance to either finish them off or to get to safety.
God, I'm making the elimination curve priority of this approach. His crew has been active all over the system. From our intel, he's mostly targeting next installations. However, removing him will only strengthen our position. Put him down.
So this is the room
I have good
that a lot of people do struggle with, but like I said earlier, just be patient, just
Give us the good news first.
focus the most annoying enemy or the most dangerous enemy, because they're the one that is likely to kill you the most. So just whichever enemy you don't like or which you struggle with, just try to focus them down first. Just eliminate the risk of dying. But yeah, I'm just using that overshield perk to just constantly get my grenades up. Just spamming abilities when they come up. Yeah, just get different angles, popping grenades, clearing all the legionaries. Just take your time. Get this barriers done. Should be able to kill him now. There you go. Nice and easy. Obelisk putting in the work. Just keep that overshield up. Get that grenade regen. I must have thought that unstoppable spawn on this bit, but it's after we kill the next set of barriers.
One does have to admire Kargan's command of Vex technology.
Yeah, they usually do spawn out of this portal, so
He can give
if you got your
clear
grenade
lessons
off,
to
just
you.
try and get a grenade on them when they spawn, just less ads, just easier. There you go, smash a grenade on them. Might be able to get this barrier down before he jumps away. Good old tight man, smacking him in the head. Should be able to get him now. Oh, should be able to get him. There you go, it's the barrier down. What's the priority target? Just spamming the grenades at me. Scions are a pain if you leave them, so just try and focus them down because they're snipers who are trying to damage. Spam these grenades, get these heads cleared. I do love this bomb door. I haven't really had much chance to use it because I was running Streaker so much since that came out, but bomb door is a great anchor. Ton of damage, good for the unstoppables this season, plus you got the void burn, so it slaps even harder. As I use my obelisk on my ass, since I've got a ton of it. The finisher. So when you grab this arc charge, they usually do spawn at the bottom there, so you got the left portal. Be careful of that. Just you can stay back if you want, but I like this position. Lets me get a bit closer and you can be quite safe. Just jump up, touch your grenades, slowly wall them down. glad he's over there. Probably the mother guard. If you went at full resilience, they will one-shot you. And sometimes they can one-shot you with the full resilience. I'm not sure if the damage is bugged or if sometimes they only hit you like with half their attack, but they do a ton of damage if you let them get too close. It's best to just get them out the way. Alright, just smack this arc charge in, and as soon as we get this arc charge in, just give it about 10 seconds and there'll be some more ads. So I like to go to this left portal, so I'm usually spawn out of this, so just try and get these ads down as quick as possible. And just spam that shield, get that nade in there as well. There you go. And nuke them, so that's a few less ads to deal with. Go down walls, get our abilities left again. And we're just seeing what enemies are coming, so barrier jumps over, so gotta be a bit careful. He comes, pushes our angle, so go back up a bit. Bleed safe. Main thing, as I said, just patience. Just if you're not safe in that cover, just always you can always move back. Just stay alive. Be patient. No need to rush. These linears making light work of the barriers, which you love to see. Plus that damage boost, the solo active artifact mod this season just helps you smash through all these ads. That 15% extra damage comes in clutch sometimes. Just keep that overshield up, get the grenades back as quick as possible. It's a bit of a dodgy grenade there, but oh well. Plenty more where that came from. Oh, look at that, we got a double barricade, that's how you know you're running the build well. It's only got that double barricade up. Just whenever you get an ability, just lob it on. That's all I can say with this build. Just if you spam them abilities, you can never die. Unless you're just completely out of position or you're doing something a bit dodgy. You can never really die with this build. There's tons of survivability. Get healing from the grenades, tons of damage. Okay, then now we kill the unstoppable. You realistically should kill the barrier first on this bit, but I haven't played this strike in a while, so I don't really realise when you kill the unstoppable the extra ads spawn. But if you are running it, just take that in mind. When you kill the unstoppable, a ton more ads spawn. So just if you are killing him first, just make sure you're safe. You back up a bit. Just give yourself space to deal with the rest of the ads. It's a nice little angle there. I don't really push around that corner, so you can just peek up here, dash a grenade out, jump back down. Just grenades putting in work. Take this barrier down. Trade power making light work. Shield. Go to summit. After each room, just make sure you're running around grabbing your ammo, because nothing worse than dealing with a champion and you got no arbalist ammo. It's just awful. It's happened to me too many times, so if you got a few extra seconds with no ads, just make sure you're running around, get some ammo. That arbalist is smashing him. That weakening as well. Giving you that 30% extra damage. It's slept on so hard, I think, this Void Titan build. Everyone's just loving that Arc Titans with their bomber and their storm grenade spam, but I've always loved this Void Titan build. It's probably my favourite build in the game. Underrated, that's what I will say. Very underrated. wish we could get auto loading on this toy pan though, because that's one thing that does annoy me. I've been using a lot of auto loading rockets lately and just sitting there reloading. I just miss auto loading. It's such a good perk. I wish you could get it on it, but guess you can't have everything. I will put the link to this build in the description. I'll send my dim link just so you can have a look and test it out if you want, but I do recommend this build. It can be improved in some ways, but this is the way I like it. Wells aren't really that good for GMs, but I don't know. I like them. It's just it's my style, I guess. I'm quite comfortable with GMs. I've been doing it for a few seasons. I smashed out last season solo as well, so I'm quite comfortable with them now. How much damage I can take, that sort of stuff. Just where I can push, where I have to fall back. I've been doing them for a few seasons, so they are not as bad as people say. You do get used to them. Smash them with a grenade. All of them nuke like that. And the thing I love about these grenades is whenever it does a certain amount of ticks to an enemy, it just blows them off and it just nukes all the enemies around it. Just ridiculous amounts of damage. A bit of a dodgy grenade on there, but I'm trying to get it on the wall behind it. There's nothing to worry about this kind of rooms, it's just again, just make sure you back it up. Don't let yourself get overrun. Get these wells. Get my abilities up for the boss.
There's Karkin.
For this boss bit, I just like to play it safe. As again, just be patient, just focus at enemies that are most dangerous. Whack that shield behind me, give me the overshield. Give me the grenade regen. I would say this is easily one of the easiest GMs. In a group, it's a piece of piss really, this bit, but solo it's a bit more dodgy because the enemies are quite aggressive on this bit. They do run at you. So with the plates, just if you don't think it's very safe to be on the plate, just don't be on the plate. Just back up, clear some of the ads. I'll just leave one or two and then just jump back on the plate again. Because whenever you kill a certain amount, they do respawn. They're just be patient. There's no need to rush, because when you do rush, you're gonna get killed 100% of the time. Just be patient, be careful, just play it safe. Clear some out, jump on the plate. And also, when an enemy does step in the plate, you can't capture it anymore. So just be aware of that. If you see some dogs running at you, lob a grenade out, so you look at this bit, they jump on the plate, I can't capture it anymore. I stayed a bit too long, it almost cost me, so yeah, there's a lesson to you. If they do push you, just make sure you're backing up. Playing it safe, air out the safety on the bubble. It's good for just, if you're in that little dodge sticky moment, just whack your bubble down. Get the overshield, get that, and also also, whenever you do throw a grenade, if you desperately need that extra grenade, just pop your bubble, and it'll give you a free grenade instant, full recharge, so you can just dash on, use your ult, gives you a grenade back straight away. Not many people know that, but it's a good little feature, I think. Get that free grenade. Yeah, just watch out for that boss. I don't know what to call it. That little purple trail that he shoots out. That will one-shot you. It does a ton of damage, and plus the void burn as well. They just use these little bits of cover at the back because it doesn't go over the cover. So just peek in, dash your grenade, get a few shots into him. Just keep that overshield up for the grenade recharge. Whenever he does this little, he shoots the lines across the floor, and if the line does go near you, there's that little circle explosion that shoots you in the air. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but if there's tons of ads in the middle, it can get you in there far online. It can get you down a little bit, but nothing too much to worry about as long as you're using these covers at the back to block that little line he shoots up. You'll be safe. Shoot grenades. The main enemies on this bit, like again, the gladiators, they're super aggressive, just run at you. Tanky, but with a grenade, well-paced grenade, you should be able to get them down easily. Grenade and a few shots should come. Just keep these double barricades up, get these grenades on. Get some shots into him where you can. Some dodgy aim by me then. They've wasted ammo. Check for that purple stuff on the floor. Can do a ton of damage. When you get him down to around half HP, he will go up into his little immune phase again. We'll have to do all three, don't know what to call them, little platforms. I don't know, I can't remember the name of them, but you have to stand on all three, one to the right, one to the left, and the one in the middle. Just be patient. If they come rushing at you and you don't think you'll be able to get it in time, just back up, just clear the ads, wait for the next phase, because some phases you get dogs, a few dogs and a few of the flamers. Some phases you get the melees, and when they rush at you, you have to back up. Unless there's 2 or 3 of you, you got some absolute nuke of a build, you can't get them down quick enough, so best thing is to just back up, play safe, and slowly whittle down the boss. They all have ammo, but that's nothing to worry about. There's no champions in this part, so you don't really need the obelisk, but it's always good to have a bit of a shrimp. There you go, that's an easy mute phase. The 3 platforms are light up with the little tail and things. Electrodes, whatever you want to call them. Just clear down his heads and then see if you can get a good spawn to jump on the plate. Just get these down, gladiators. You got the vortex grenade though. A good, nice grenade should get 2 or 3 of them. Plus it sucks him in as well. It should get 2 or 3 of them done. It's a bit dodgy though. Pop my ball. They save. So got that. He almost one-shot me in the ball. That's how much damage they do. That was some dodgy decisions by me there, but I'm alive. Just keep going. Should try for this gladiator. Just keep juking him around. Got my shield. Got my grenade off his hood. There you go. Let's hold him down now. Xerxes Legionnaires. And with the dogs, they usually don't push much further than that that little bit in front of us. So they usually do stay on the platform. If you back up a bit, they tend to not rush you. Sometimes they can, but a lot of the time they just stay around that platform. So just one grenade should kill a butcher. Just get the legionaries down. Got the incendiaries in the middle. Not really too much of a pain on this bit. They don't really push you. They just sit around the middle. Just poking the fire. Yeah. Here you go. Try and get the plate here. This is a bit of a dodgy spawn. I think we just killed too many ads there, and then triggered the next spawn. Took a bit too long to back up there. It was a bit dodgy. Grab another grenade. Yeah, like that grenade should get these two. Shots a shield out. Get the volatile explosions. The grenade's doing 2.3k a tick, and the volatile explosions are doing about 6k. So if you toss in that shield, they'll shoot in a more than that grenade. Even ending to getting a grenade down. Get some gladiators down. Just keep juking them around. That's another tip as well, GMs. Just make sure you're always moving. Especially when there's a lot of ads. If it's just a boss, fair enough. Just use your cover. Just play it safe. But if there's a lot of ads, just keep moving around so you're not getting cornered. Give yourself some space to work with. Just get your gladiators down. Should kill him now. My finisher. Some lucky special on him. Get the legionaries. Just get these down, jump on the plate. If they're not spawning as soon as you get on the plate in this middle one, you should be able to get it quite easily. Just with them side plates, just try and focus the portals that's on your side. So this, I should be able to get this plate here. It's not much head spawn. Spawn a bit late as well. Just focus these dogs. That's one plate down. That's easy. I just focus these gladiators. Left ball. You just watch this left portal here, because they do spawn. But if you get enough time, you can get them down. You just lob a grenade here, so you'll be able to stuck some enemies so they can't rush at me. I'll go first then. Pop forward just so it doesn't push me off the map. And just run back up here, run back to a safe spot. You do as much damage as I thought, but it's pretty lucky. Must have got a full connection. Nice and low. Could have finished him there, but it was a bit risky since all the others are in mid. Could have lasered me. Grenade on him. That overshield up, get that grenade recharge. That's the main thing for this build. Just whenever you do get an ability, just get it out there. Because if that heart of a missile, see them ×2 on the side, get the extra damage. Or if it's a barricades, extra health, grenade extra cooldown. So when you've got the ×2 grenade and then overshield, look at my grenade. My grenade recharge, this is flying. That's probably what, 15-second recharge, and it's supposed to be about 2 minutes. It really is ridiculous. How powerful them grenades are, and how quick you get them in this build. Here you go, walk on this right platform here. They did spawn quite quick there, so probably not gonna be able to get this. We'll have to back up. Pop the bubble. Don't think that's gonna do it. Yeah, he jumped in. That's not gonna do it. See, I could have stayed a bit too long there. It cost me, but the tankiness when you're in the bubble saved me there. Let's get these gladiators down. Look on the next. Just get these down. I can jump back on the platform, try it again. Clear, just be patient. If it doesn't work, just clear the ads and then just try and get it next one. Ideally for this bit, I would say, if you could, if you can learn one thing from this bit, just try and leave 2 or 3 legionnaires with, and then jump on the plate so that as soon as you jump in on the plate, the next wave is a spawn. That'd be a good tip for this bit. So when you're on this plate section, just leave 2 or 3 legionnaires up in the middle. You shouldn't really be able to kill your honor. Just leave them up. Just smash the plates out before the next set of ads comes in. So like, yeah, I could realistically jump on this plate, whack a barricade down. They won't really push me. I'd probably get it way before the enemy spawn. So just jumping on the plate. This is India, dash a grenade on, these dogs. See, when you get the dog spawn, that is usually when you can get the plate. But because that legionary jumps on me, I had to back up. But whenever you get the lucky dog spawn, that is usually when you can get the plate for free, really. You should either get the dog spawn on that side, or you get the legionaries running away. Dogs preferable spawn, but you can do it with when the gladiator spawns. You just gotta dash a good grenade up, keep him away from me. Just keep it around there. Let's get the others to follow us, and we can just jump back. Try and poke them down when they're in us. Just teleport there. Guessing that's not intended. The one thing that does drive me crazy with this gun is the 18M mag. You just constantly reload it. But like I said, I do love this bomb though. Better for all, not really a chance to use it. See there what happened there. Killed too many ads, spawned, and I just had to go on the plate. So if you ever see that, it's not even worth risking it, because they're just going to rush you, and you're just going to have to run back anyway, so you might as well just play it safe. Just admit you can't get the play, and just play for the next ones. Look at this, gladiator just teleporting in front of me there. Thanks Bungie. It's a bit of a dodgy one. Oh. Now, them sort of things do happen in GMs though sometimes. You just get a barrier will just spawn on in front of you and just stamp you and you're dead. And you just have to say thanks Bungie, just move on to the next one. Bit of dodgy grenade there. Not too good. Love the way the grenades just pull them in as well. So even if your grenade isn't on top of them, as long as it's in the radius, you can pull them in. Get that full damage off. Let's see if it pulls him in slowly. Aim with the finish. Check for these grenades. There you go. See now I finally realise they spawn when you kill a certain amount. So I'm just dash the grenade out. Get this war beast. See they haven't even spawned yet. The next set of ads hasn't even spawned yet. See my ball. Let's clear these out. The next set's only just spawned. So if you're saving a few ads, just save probably 3 or 4, and now we've done all the plates. Now the car can spawn again. Just back up, just watch out for this floor stuff. This is a good spot, for if there's a couple of you, you can just sit here, and these lightning stuff won't really come off, you can just head glitch the boss, pop shield down. Get these gladiators. This bit is quite dodgy. It's probably where quite a few players will die. You got the gladiators running here, you got Kargan throwing these little purple stuff down. Let's get these gladiators out the way, and as soon as the gladiators are dead, it's just literally just staying back here, dashing grenades out, poking the boss down. As soon as you do get these gladiators, you pretty much finished the job. There's nothing that can really kill you from this bit, because it's just the legionaries that spawn now. A couple of dogs and the incendiaries. So just sit now, poking down the boss. Wait for his floor stuff to run out. Get a few shots in. I need to rush, be patient, do a few cooldowns. Pop a bubble in, just with extra weapons of light. Slowly working the boss down. Let's keep them grenades out. Just look how quick you get your super as well. I'm just looking at the bar now, it's just flying off of them grenades. Just triggering all them volatile explosions. Your super just flies off. I just used my super probably what, a minute ago? I've basically already got it back already. Yeah, and there you have it. Insight Terminus GM. Nice and easy, quite a clean run.
What intel did you discover?
Possibly the easiest gem in the game. Probably second easiest. But nice easy run.
But I'm able to make out M-Sund
That's clean
12
run.
from the access log.
Thanks for
What
watching,
is
and
Oxa, and who was
I'll see you in the
M-Sund
next GM.
12?
Peace out.
Those are questions for another day, I suppose. But for now,